The Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Cynthia Morrison, has charged municipal and district chief executives in the Upper East region to adopt stringent measures to prevent unqualified persons from registering under the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty (LEAP). She said the LEAP intervention is meant for the extremely poor and vulnerable in society. However, there are some persons who do not fall under the category but always try to take advantage of the program for financial gain, and this has become a challenge for her ministry. She was speaking at a workshop in Bolgatanga to disseminate data collated by the Ghana National Household Registry in the Upper East region. Albert Sori reports.
The Ghana National Household Registry, under the Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection, was mandated to establish a single national household register from which social protection programs will select their beneficiaries in Ghana. In the year 2018, the registry carried out its survey of the Upper East region. This workshop was held to provide the Ghana National Household Registry the opportunity to share the data gathered in their survey with stakeholders in the region. Key among the findings were that out of 184,125 households registered in the Upper East region, 28% were categorized as extremely poor, 37% were poor, whereas 35% were non-poor households. Dr. Prosper Larry is the coordinator for the Ghana National Household Registry.
Time that data collection, and then we are aware we had 13 districts, and the number of communities that was covered was 1,706, and you realize that it is still male-headed. 58% are male-headed, and then 21% are from the urban areas, and then 79% rural. So in terms of the member population, not the household, we had about 1,066,832 members. Of course, a little over that which was taken in 2010 by the Ghana Statistical Service. LEAP, LIPW, SB Capitation Grant, and almost all the existing social protection intervention programs have already started leveraging on this data of GNHR to be able to identify those who need this.
The data from the Ghana National Household Registry also revealed the Garu district as the most extremely poor district in the Upper East region, and the Bolgatanga municipality as the least extremely poor in the region. Upper East Regional Minister Tangoba Abayagi said she believed the data will be a key tool for eradicating poverty in the region.
I therefore urge all state actors, policymakers, and non-state actors, such as civil society organizations and non-governmental organizations involved in the implementation of pro-poor programs in the region, to make good use of this rich data that the GNHR will be sharing with us today for all social development works, especially in the area of social protection for the poor, vulnerable, and the excluded people in society.
In her address, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Cynthia Morrison, said the data collated by the Ghana National Household Registry was going to be used by her ministry in the implementation of social intervention policies like the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty, the school feeding program, among others.
Because when we do take this data, we put them on LEAP and they receive some few CDs. A lot of people want to be on the data. A lot of people, just because they would benefit. So MMDCs, it is not an achievement to be on LEAP. So when we are doing the registration, we should be so honest and sincere with ourselves. We shouldn't think that we are giving people money. So even though they are not poor, we want to put them on the poor register. It will not benefit the country. So let us be very sincere, especially the MMDCs. When we are doing the targeting and they are not poor, why do you put them on the register? To enhance the register, to say that we have so many poor people just because we are giving them money is a no.
Speaking later to journalists, The gender minister elaborated more on the key interventions under her ministry.
We have a list of caterers that have been registered with the school feeding. We have done their payments. We still have a few challenges. If I say few, it's less than 0.1 because some of the caterers did not come for the validation. Some of them said they live so far from the center that they did the validation. So for those people, they are still bringing it. And we had a few problems with their ISocial numbers. If you have a problem with the ISocial number and we send the money, it's going to go to somebody's ISocial. There are certain banks that are not in operation now. Some of the women also save with those people. When we send your money, it's going to lock up. So now we are doing the final validation and then their monies are going. For the schools that we do not have contract with, we are treating them separately. Our take now is that when we have this final data, which we have sent to the regional ministers and then the MMDCs, they paste those lists in the district assemblies. If you're a caterer, you go to the district assembly, you check on the list. If your name is not there, then officially, together with you and your MMDC, they write to us. We go through our old data to see whether you are a caterer who has contract with us. Then we send your money.
For JoyNews, Albert Sori, reporting from Bolgatanga.